Hey everyone, happy Friday. Uh, it's been a hell of a Friday. Sorry for the delay. I was a little bit late. I had to go pick up this bomb ass food, and it was downtown, and traffic was bad, and I had to go around the block a few times to find parking. So we're a little late running today, but it should be all right. We only lost like 30 minutes, so it's fine. But I hope you all had a good week. I don't know about you guys, but it flew by for me. All of a sudden it's Friday. Whoa, how'd that happen? But is what it is. Hey, I'm not going to complain about a weekend. Um, as you can see by the title, I'm eating some bomb-ass Japanese food. This is Anaba. Um, they used to have 3 locations. I think one of them shut down and there's only 2 locations now. This is their downtown location, the only one I've been to. So we got I had to use their bowls of ramen are giant. I had to end up using a mixing bowl to fit it all in. Yeah, yeah, all week should just skip the week. Go right to the weekend. um I also got some gyoza, which you probably can't really see. Some gyoza. Gyoza. Some takoyaki. And if you don't know what that is, they're these little fried balls. It's kind of almost like a pancake batter, but they put it in this special pan and fry them up. And there's a little piece of octopus in there. Very good, very chewy. The first time I had one was in Japan, and I bit into it, and I believe it was only a few degrees shy of the surface of the sun. Burned the shit out of my mouth. But they're great if they're not molten on the inside. I also, for some reason, picked up an extra side order of fried rice. I don't know why. I swear this is even more than what you get in the restaurant. I don't know if it's because we ordered like to go. This is an insane amount of ramen. I do not need this fried rice. Yeah, those sweet mixing bowl proportions. And then I got a nice little rum coffee, which I really got to mix up. I didn't realize I put the oat milk in last. Whew. All right. Oh yeah. Rum and coffee go together. I know, like, Irish coffee is famous and everything, and whiskey and all that, but man, rum and coffee, for me, that is a choice. Absolutely choice option. All right. It was actually interesting. The ramen came kind of all separated. The broth in one container, the chashu and the noodles and an egg in a separate container. It is good though. I also, whenever I go here, I always get the spicy miso added. They just give you a little cup of it, and you mix it into the broth, and it is good. A little spicy kick to every bite. Let's get a question here. Oh God, am I good at remembering things on the spot? No. it, no, not that. Anything but that. Ooh, actually, I forgot to turn the music back on. I apologize. And I did change up my audio settings. So you'll have to let me know in the comments if we're a little bit too quiet or too loud. What do I want to listen to here? This is a good song. I am strangely good at remembering song lyrics. I don't know why, because I'm not good at remembering anything else. But it is what it is, I guess. Oh man, what more could you want on a Friday night? Here with friends, eating good food, listening to good music, got a rum drink in the glass. Man, that's good stuff. I'm gonna move this out of my way. I should mention this ramen. It's a tonkatsu broth with a bunch of chashu. They added, like, I kind of had to mix it up to get that miso mix in, but there was probably 10 to 12 pieces of chashu in there. Yeah, winning lottery ticket. I definitely did not grab any napkins. Hold on, I got tissues right here. One moment, please. Just out of your bag. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. All right. Oh, you want me to slurp louder? Here, let me turn the gain up. I mean, gotta oblige your fans. I just slurped too hard. It went right in my throat. I deserve that. Yeah, I deserve that. Whew. All right, I'm gonna switch to gyoza. Surely that won't get lodged in my throat. I do love me a good gyoza. They're also really easy to make. Well, easy is relative, I suppose. I think they're easy to make. They are a little tedious. Yeah. Uh-oh. Internet, what the hell? Why are you unstable? Why do you do this, internet? Why? Maybe we need a new modem or something from Xfinity. Because, yeah, we're still super unstable, even though we're getting 43, 41, 81 kilobytes per second upload. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure I've said this in the past, but we pay a pretty good premium for like the extra speed and everything. And so it's so strange that it's not like I'm overtaxing the computer with like a really high settings game or anything. We're just sitting around eating food. I shouldn't be losing connection like that. It's of course, it could just be on Twitch's side. I'm not sure. Friday is a popular stream day. Could just be overloaded. Who knows? Oh, man. That is good gyoza. Sometimes it's hit or miss from certain places. Like you go to like an Asian restaurant, and almost all of them have a gyoza, but some are definitely a lot better than others. This is one of the good ones. Toss this over here. Move on to takoyaki. Get another question up on the board. Am I good? Yes, surprisingly, for me, if it is like a physical puzzle that I can put my hands on, I'm pretty good at puzzles. If it's like a number puzzle, hello. Yeah. Hi, Tiff. I don't know. Were you here when I choked on ramen? I hope not. I'll clip it. I'll show you later. If not, you missed it. You missed a good part. Yeah, no, number puzzles, can't do it. Just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I have such a problem with it. Oh, what in the hell? Sorry about that. We just kicked off for a second there. All right. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So physical puzzle good, number puzzle bad. That's basically the. I tried to do a Sudoku once, or Sudoku, or whatever it's called, and I just got really frustrated. That's the only thing that accomplished. I did it. I did it, but I was angry at the end. So no more Sudoku for me. I know some people are really good at that. Some people love that shit. I just can't. Can you say the ABCs backwards? I can. I've done it before, but boy, did it take a long time. A lot of thought process. Basically, you could see the smoke coming out of my ears when I was trying to do it. Ooh, let me get this dipping sauce open. Get a little takoyaki action. Number puzzles all the way, yeah. Some people are just good at them. I ain't one of them. I also just can't do math in my head. I like basic math, yeah, but I gotta write that shit out. This takoyaki, it's a little cool on the outside. But it's good. I actually might prefer it a little cooler. It's good. Has anyone at home tried takoyaki? Little octopus ball. They're good if you haven't tried one. I recommend it. I'm going to try their fried rice. I don't think I've ever had it. I always get ramen. So I've never sampled their fried rice. It looks good. I don't know if the camera can really... how much it can pick up the detail. But that is a good looking just egg fried rice. Oh, I'm sorry. No, there's chicken in here. Oh, there's chicken in this fried rice. Oh, yeah. If you don't you don't use it, you lose it, I guess. And I can do basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and a little bit of division. Division, it's difficult in my head, unless it's like fractions. But yeah, no, I can do complex math on paper, but I suppose most people can, so it's not really, it's not really an accomplishment. Mm, man, I can't believe I've never tried their fried rice before today. It's great. Hey, that counts, sir. That counts. Let's see what we got here. If you could have eyes in the back of your head, would you? Yes. I guess. I feel like you'd get a lot of hair back. I'm assuming your anatomy would change and you wouldn't have hair directly on top of the eyes. Can you imagine if you grew hair on your eyelids? That'd be horrible. I mean, besides your eyelashes, like a full mane of hair. That'd be the stuff of nightmares. Yeah, I can also do complex math on a calculator. Entire poems. I wrote a poem once. No, twice. Twice. Rhyming is just difficult for me. And I know poems don't have to rhyme, but if I'm gonna write a poem, I might as well make it rhyme. What is your dream job? My dream job is this isn't a realistic, I mean, it's a dream job. It's a dream. It doesn't exist. Where I wake up and get paid for hitting the alarm clock off $1 million every day, and then I just do whatever I want. Yeah, that'd be my dream job. I did rhyme my vows, and it was very difficult. It took me a while, but I did. I did rhyme the old vows. Let me get into this fried rice. It is good. Mmm. Beach or mountain vacation? Man, that's a hard question. Yeah, going back to the dream job. Yeah, so is Sugar Baby. Yeah, for beach or mountain, time of year is paramount. I'm assuming, let's assume ideal, like time of year temperature for each. And if it's ideal for each, man, it's hard to beat the beach. As much as I love camping, just I don't know. I think it was a childhood memory. We'd go to Florida, not every year, but almost every year. We'd drive down in the old van and go to the beach, go to New Smyrna Beach. And so, like, in my head, like, beach equal vacation. And so, like, that's feels vacationy to me, where a mountain vacation feels like a camping trip that we would only do, I don't know, in the summer. Like, we had such a big backyard that we rarely went out of our way to camp. That wasn't just like, let's have a bonfire in the backyard and swim in the pool, and like, it was just right there. So why Why go out of our way to, camp when it's all right there in the backyard? So I don't know. I would say personally, beach is my answer, but you tell me what you guys think. What would yours be? A beach on a mountain. Excellent. A mountain on the beach. Good. I sh- I should have known. I really should have. That's my fault. The bar was too low. Hmm. Where do you go when you need fresh inspiration? Good, interesting question. Not that there is a ton of things in my life that I really need to seek inspiration from. I guess the only streaming and like writing things for D&D and stuff like that. That's the two that come to mind. And for those, reading books and watching other streamers. That's where I turn to, I guess. It's a weird question. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be pertaining to. Oh, Pinterest, yeah. I used to have a Pinterest when like that first came out. Um, it was really good for D&D because you could just have all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, my mom, yeah, no, she has a lot of good ideas. All right, I put this fried rice away before I absolutely slam it all down. It is good, but I gotta eat some ramen. Gotta get some of this ramen out of the way. Oh, yeah, speaking of my mom, Tiff, if you need any help with planning the wedding or anything like that, like honestly, give my mom a call. Like she was so helpful with our wedding. A lot of little things that we didn't think about. And they're my parents are just good at planning parties. Um, they actually entertained the idea for a little while of opening an event center that held things like weddings, and then also doing the like offering planning services at the event. Um, so yeah, they're good at it. They've thought about it. They're quite good. What is your quirkiest hidden quality? Oh, I know that they really should. I don't think they are anymore. I think they really like considered it when COVID hit, and or maybe it was a little bit before COVID hit. No, I think it was when it COVID hit and the school shut down, and they were basically like on vacation, summer vacation from like I forget when they shut down. It was a while. Uh, and they were really thinking about it. Um, but then property prices went through the roof, and just for them to get like a good, you would need a pretty big space for an event center, and they really wanted like an open, like good 3-4 acres of open land where they could really do whatever they wanted. Um, and it just wasn't. I don't think it was in the cards anymore, which is a damn shame because they would have been great at it. All right, quirkiest hidden quality. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Quirkiest hidden quality? I'll think about it over this next thing of noodles. Actually, over this next, I gotta eat one of these jammy eggs. They're so good. Mmm. Little chashu. Yeah, I don't know what this question is asking. Is it just something that I do that's weird? I feel like it's just asking me if I'm fucking weird. Yes, correct, I am, but how? My best quality? Hmm. I've been told by a few different people that I am a rock for like other people. Very calm, cool, collected, and just mellow. And yeah, I'd say that. Not the rock. Although I could, the resemblance is uncanny. uh, what has been the highlight of your year? Ooh, for this year, definitely the confirmation of my wife being pregnant. Good highlight. And then next year is going to be the birth of our first child. I already got next year's in the works, man. I'm doing good. I'm so efficient. Each other. What is your favorite way to spend time with your family? Well, favorite way. I think I think I'd have to say like holidays, getting together as a big family, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. When you sit down with a big meal and you just hang out. It's a good time. I don't know, what about you guys at home? How do you like to spend your time with your family? Ponder it as I eat more food. Oh man. Song reminds me that we actually saw Journey live when they came to Knoxville. It's actually a really good show. It was them and Toto. And Toto was great, and Journey was great too, but like, I think I didn't really go in expecting anything from Toto because I only knew their one song. Or, well, I only recognized Toto as, Blessing the Rains Down in Africa. But I actually recognized a few of their songs during the concert. I was like, oh, that's Toto. Oh, that's Toto. That rum coffee is so good. But yeah, Journey was great. They were great. Great concert. They're like a super band? I don't know what that is. Explain. Or are you just saying they're like a super band? Like, they're super good. They're super, mister. They're awesome. Golly gee. I'm gonna eat another chashu egg. Mmm. Really? Hmm. That's interesting. Well, it works because they were fantastic. I will say it is kind of funny. In both Toto and Journey, you could tell like who the new members were, because they were like, I'd say 10 to 30 years younger than the rest of the band. It was like, oh, there's the new guy. Oh, you know what? We might be listening to Journey for a while. Did I not shuffle this? I did not shuffle this at all. So you think you're lonely? Saw a band. You gotta watch those Crypt Keepers. They're fucking shredding the keyboards. Yeah. And I knew that Journey had a new singer. And that he'd be young. But there was a couple others between the two bands that, yeah, they were young, but they played great. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, okay, the lead singer of Journey is very clearly not the original, but if you were to close your eyes, it'd be a pretty damn good match. Yeah. And this might be something made up on the internet, but if I remember correctly, they saw a YouTube video of him singing Journey songs and contacted him. And I think he was like working in a grocery store at the time, like a cashier, and like, here, join the band. I'm sure that was assuming that's a real story, I'm sure that is a hell of a transition. But I mean, he was killing it. He was doing great. Of course, I'm sure by the time had probably been doing it, I forget. They said it in the show too. I think it was like 10 years he had been touring with them. But even like it's so funny because it's like, oh, this is my 10th year with the band, and he's still just so very young, and he's like kind of clearly still like the new guy, even though he's been there for so long. Sometimes I feel like that at my job because the people I work with are so much older than me, and like even though I've been there for coming up on 7 years or 7 years, like I'm still the new guy because I'm the youngest. What's your current favorite TV show and or movie? Oh man. Favorite TV show? I really don't watch a lot of TV shows. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember last time I actually sat down and watched like a TV show on TV itself and not like a streaming service. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to say maybe a movie would be easier. I went and saw the Barbie movie. That was great. That was hilarious. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite movie. Oh my god, How I Met Your Mother, that is a good ass show. Favorite YouTube channel? Ooh, that's hard. I follow so many. Favorite? I think the one I tend to watch the most and like look forward to watching is Sorted Food, which is kind of a weird answer of something that's my favorite. But I've been watching them for so long that it's like I don't know. It's like you get to know people after a while, and so it's been this basically the same four guys since the beginning. Um, and they're just fun to watch. I don't know. But yeah, How I Met Your Mother, that is a great show. I did binge watch that in college, freshman year. Great show, great show. Or at least binge watch what was available at the time. And then eventually watch the rest of the last couple seasons as it came out. And that last that last season was a rough one. And it's crazy because I thought narratively it was fine. I don't want to spoil anything. The ending, I thought I liked the very ending of the show. Exactly, the execution. That final season should not have been, what was it, like 9 episodes of the wedding? And then like 2 episodes after the fact? For like, here, fit the rest of the, like, basically the entire season in 2 episodes or 3 episodes or whatever it was. If they had done 3 episodes of the wedding and then the rest of the season focused on the mother, basically, that would have been okay. I think we would have been okay with it. I think a lot more people would have been okay with it. But I don't know. What can you do? And you know what? You know what it is. You know, part of it. They spent. I don't know how to say this without spoilers, so I'm just gonna spoil it. Spoilers. Even though it's a wicked old show, who cares? So they spent this entire season on Robin and Barney's wedding. And then they turn around and immediately torpedo them into the fucking ground. And if they had spent 3 episodes on the wedding and then spent the rest of the season showing them over the years, I think they could have done like, I don't know, a couple episodes of like fast forwarding through the years, or even focusing, one episode on, Marshall and Lily and the kids, and one episode on Barney and Robin, and one episode on the mother and Ted, and then a couple at the end when they're all together or whatever. Who knows? Who knows how they've done it? But that would have been better. My 2 cents. Great show. I mean, it's still a great show. Very entertaining. It's just, yeah, that last season, man. It's like Game of Thrones. It's a doozy. And yes, Mariama, the IT Crowd is a fantastic show. Great show. Watched it twice. Great. High quality. I still sometimes reference that show. The Good Place? I've never seen it. Here, yeah, I've never seen it. Sorry. Have you ever forgotten your wallet while paying for something? Like, left it where you were buying things from? I don't think I have. Yeah, no, I really don't think I have. I think the closest I've done is I had like a full cart and I went to go to the self checkout and realized I'd left my reusable grocery bags in the car, and I just left the cart with the person at the front. I'm like, can I go get my bags? I'll be right back. They're just out in the car. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna leave it. I just need to go get my bags. Yeah. This does make me think, though. When I was a kid, where I grew up, there was a store, Vella's, right down the street from where I lived. And we, I mean, it's right there. We were there all the time. You know, all the grocery shopping for the most part until like the Walmart opened up in Central Square and you needed more than just groceries, you know. Went there instead. But for the most part, if you just need to pick something up after school or something, yeah, go to Vella's. And I was there with my dad and we were just picking up like one or two things. It might have just been one thing that he had to pick up for dinner. And he forgot his wallet. And the guy, I mean, such a small little town or village, even. The cashier was like, "Nah, I'll see you tomorrow. Just pay it then." Because I mean, we were in there. You know, my dad was in there like every day, so he's like, "Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Just pay it. I'll add it to the next one." And just different time, different owners. Yeah. Oh, there was another time. I definitely did the thing where your parents give you something to hold on to. Um, and then I didn't put it up on the, you know, they told me to hold on to it, so I held on to it. And so walked out of the store with it in my arms. I think it was like something frozen, and they didn't, like, he didn't want to put it in the cart with the rest of the stuff. I forget what it was. Like frozen peas or something. It was something, a frozen bag of something. And so he went the next day and like just was like, "Hey, we accidentally walked out with a bag of peas. Can I pay for that yesterday?" Like, uh, good times. What is your favorite subject in school? Favorite subject. I don't know. I suppose you. Are we counting college in school, or just like K through 12? So my answer would definitely change. uh, I'll just do K through 12. Yeah, K through 12. Um, I would probably have to say, this is gonna make me sound like a fucking meatball, but gym. I I got away with so much in gym class because like some of the coaches were gym teachers, and so I think one year the way they had it broken up, like you had to do a certain, you got to choose in high school. You got to choose what things you wanted to do. Like they, in a certain like, I forget. It was like you choose one thing for the first half of the first half of the year, and then a second thing for the first half of the year. You end up doing like four things. Meatball. I'm not a meatball. No, and you were supposed to pick like a different thing every time, even though they offered like the same things sometimes, like twice in a row or three times in a row or four times in a row. You're only supposed to choose like one per each. But I definitely did like I did like archery, weightlifting, pickleball, archery, weightlifting, and volleyball. I think, I don't know. I did a lot of like, I'm just gonna go in the weight room and dick around. I'm gonna go shoot archery again, even though I already did it once. Like they didn't give a shit. The coach didn't care. He's like, "Yeah, do whatever you want." But I didn't like the pacer test. That thing was bullshit. Yeah, I don't think not getting bullied is a subject. Oh, we've already done this question. Get out of here, glass. But half full, I guess. What is the worst job? Oh man, I'm gonna eat first and talk later because man, do I have an answer already. All right. The worst job. Yeah. That's a subject, isn't it? All right. Worst job. Easily. 100%. Ultra Dairy Factory. Garbage. Just the worst. Um, Probably the worst part of that job, besides the fact that like I was getting covered in chemicals and it was like making my hair fall out and dyeing it orange and like making me sick. Um, you had to go into the filler operator section every day. When you were either going up for or going down for a wash, coming back up, or like if you were changing product. So like if I was doing heavy cream and changing to half and half, I had to go to the filler station and let them know basically. And I'm sorry, not the filler operator, the pasteurization room. You had to go to the little control center in the pasteurization room. And the pasteurization room smelled like rotten milk. I know that's not what it was just boiling milk, but for some reason it like it made me gag, and I would actively hold my breath when going into that room. And like I'd go in, I'd get into the little side room where like the control room was, tell them what I needed, hold my breath again, and then leave. Just extremely short with the people, as short as I could be, because I didn't want to stay in there. The second worst part was the dumpsters. So if you had an issue with your machine, like it was crushing the bottles instead of gluing them together like it was supposed to, you had to go toss them in the dumpster. Especially if they had product in them that then got crushed, which happened every now and again. Part of the job. You had to go dump it in the dumpster. Have you ever smelled a dumpster full of milk that's sitting in the sun? So I'm going to tell you, it's not good. It's not good. It's quite bad. And I actually really liked it when it was the middle of winter, because A, it was cold out there and I liked it. Um, and B, you wouldn't smell it as bad if it was all frozen and not sitting in the sun. Even when I was working overnights, it would still smell like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like if you left cheese out in a car on the dashboard and like flies laid maggots in it, and also there was a diaper in there for some reason. It was bad. It was a bad smell, and I can still kind of smell it. Yeah, just like that. That's what it was like. And I hated it. Yeah. Bad job. Didn't like it. Don't recommend it. It didn't help that I was working an overnight weekend shift and 13 and a half hour shifts, 3 days a week, overnights. This is not good. My sleep schedule still has not recovered. I used to be so good. I'd wake up at 5 a.m., no alarm. Just wake up. Boom, done. That's from between school and working summer jobs. That shit was down to the minute. And then I worked overnights and I've never recovered. Ah, man. Well, I think I am full of ramen and other delicious Japanese foods. And so I think we're gonna call this one done. I did I was gonna play some Starfield after this. I'm gonna need to clean all this up. Honestly, I might just close out stream right there. When I was driving back, I ended up at a light intersection, and the sun was at the same height as the green light was. And so, like, you couldn't just, like, pull the visor down. I had to put my fingers over the sun, and the light was, like, right here. And, so I basically stared at the sun for, like, a minute and a half, and I kind of have a little headache in the back of my head. Ever since then. I thought it'd go away after sitting for a while and not staring at the sun. But it kind of hasn't. So yeah, I might just call it a night. But I will use this time to announce something. Monday. You're going to want to be there because we're going to do a bro versus bro competition between me and ACT334. And here, maybe I can actually see here. See if I can pull this up real quick. Give me a moment. Do. Let's see here. Can I just do display capture? I can. Hell yeah. Boop. Okay. Let me pull it up so you don't see all my information. So, I should really... That's fine. Alright. So, here is the breakdown of the games that we're going to be choosing from. Yeah, dox. Let me dox myself. So, how it's going to start. We're going to start with a neutral game. I don't know if we're going to choose it at random or we'll just have an agreement of what we're going to start with. I don't know. But we have all these games to choose from that we both have and has some sort of like PvP mode that we can play. And we're going to go, each win counts basically as a point, and the first person to 5 points wins. And of course, the loser of each round chooses the next game. We're also going to have some punishments. So the loser has to take a punishment for every loss. And then at the end, there will be an ultimate punishment for the ultimate loser. And this was shamelessly stolen from Ludwig. He'll be fine. He won't care. Surely. Please don't hurt me, Ludwig. And so, yeah, so that's the plan. That's going to be Monday. And, yeah, you should be there. And you should go follow ACT334 because he also streams. Yeah. I have him in my phone. Trust me. He just goes to another school. You wouldn't know. Yeah, that is the plan. That's what we're doing. It's going to be awesome. And I hope to see you there. And thanks for sticking around tonight. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. This meal was fantastic. I'm a big fan of Anaba. I think they make the best ramen in our area. There is one thing. Fin2 Japanese Ale House, I think, has better pork belly. They make like a fried, crispy pork belly that goes on their ramen. And I think I prefer that to the chashu. But the actual ramen broth and noodles, I prefer to Anaba. Just my preference. Yeah, so it was good. I had a good time. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you'll be here Monday, because that's going to be a pretty crazy day. But it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. And that's all that matters. So I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good weekend. And I'll see you when I see you.